All right, so now we're going to get into storytelling, which is a really fun lesson, right? We're going to talk about how you master your story. And it is really significant when you're developing content to have your story almost as if it's an elevator pitch and being able to communicate that at any point, right? In multiple videos, right? Because at any point throughout your social media journey, you're always going to have your maybe reoccurring fans, but then you're always going to have new fans and people that are coming to your account and showing up for the first time. And you really want to make sure that they understand who you are, the services that you're putting out, what product you have, but you want to make sure that you're conveying your story and having them understand who you are. Examples of this could be your music production journey or your journey with a live instrument or something that maybe even you're working on that you're not necessarily an expert in, but bringing them on that journey. What does that look like for you? What have been your first steps in actually maybe producing music or DJing or with your live instrument, whatever is your niche, whatever you're putting out to your audience, that's what you want to communicate and that's what you want to focus on. So with that, I have a few examples to show you of how I have told my story across different parts of my social media. So now we're going to play one of my videos from when I was actually hosting an event at Sound Collective, and I had to introduce myself and tell my story to the audience in the studio because I can't make the assumption that they know who I am. So this is the video of me telling my story. I actually did a little bit of event promotion because I wanted to really figure out how to get involved in the scene, but I didn't really know how I wanted to get involved. So did a little bit of event promo for the next few years, and then I just realized I was always around decks, always around a board, and I was like, you know what, I want to give it a shot. Bought my first board in 2019, first paid gig in 2021, and then co-founded my collective, Taking You Higher, in 2022 with my co-founder, Dan, that's in the audience. First TikTok Live in December of 2022. My story here is one of my good friends in the industry who does a lot of marketing for different companies. He actually had an account, a project fell through, had a little over 1,000 followers, which is what you need to go live on TikTok. And he was like, hey, Erica, do you want to take this opportunity to kind of like go live with your sets? And I said, yes, why not? Good opportunity. And I ended up absolutely falling in love with TikTok Live. So in this video, you'll notice a few things, right? I talked about my journey in music. I talked about when I got my first board. I talked about a collective that I founded, right? I'm giving the audience a really nice glimpse into what my journey has been like within the music space. Now we're gonna watch a video of me interacting with my TikTok Live audience. So the target audience is a little bit different. There are certain things that come across in a different way in terms of what I'm explaining. So we're going to take a look now. I have to say how freaking grateful I am for all of you tonight. This has been an insane live, over 50K likes. I am just so in shock. So something that I want you to take note of here is that a lot of my community on TikTok are reoccurring fans, people that are tapped in on, even a daily, a weekly basis to my live. So this is a very specific audience, a very specific target audience that I am speaking to, where I am thanking them for their support, being here, and then for any newcomers, I'm addressing my social channels and telling them about where to find me. So based off of your target audience, you're going to want to adapt the way that you tell your story to that particular audience. So I want you to take a few minutes and brainstorm what your story is. And this is really going to be a continuous thing, right? Your story is going to be ever changing, ever evolving throughout your music career. So take a few moments, think about what your elevator pitch is, what your story is, and then we'll move on to the next lesson.